Where the hell am I going right now anyhow? Don't be surprised if you see some of my road rage, my New Jersey road rage in this video. All right. A fiery ring. What's going on, buddy?
It's so good to see you. Welcome to Philly. Welcome to the Philly Coin Expo.
I went to my first coin show, and this is what happened. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. Thanks so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, make sure you blast that subscribe button and get the bell notification clicked. That way you get updated with any new content. Today was my very first coin show ever. I've been in the stacking world for, if you want to be technical, for, I don't know, around 20 years, more or less. Been buying metals since 2005, regularly since 2017. And heavily stacking, I would say, since the inception of this channel, 2019. This whole time I've been a buyer and seller of precious metals. The channel kind of developed into an actual business of being a precious metals dealer. But this whole time I've never gone to an actual coin show. Reason being is that there really isn't too much around me geographically, and also I've never really felt the need or have never been compelled to go to a coin show. But be that as it may, thought it was going to be a great opportunity to go to this coin show, which was the Philly Coin Expo in Philadelphia, shoot some footage, get to meet some people and some friends and some viewers and subscribers of the channel. So I'm going to show you guys some footage of the show, and then afterwards we're going to come back here and I'm going to show you guys some of the different items that I got. So I don't know what to expect from this coin show. I don't have any specific item or items that I'm looking for. I actually just thought of something that I do want. I want to get the gold quarter ounce or 10th ounce lunar series coins in the, I think, the third series. I have to basically make up my mind as to what it is that I want. Where the hell am I going right now anyhow? Don't be surprised if you see some of my road rage, my New Jersey road rage in this video. All right, that person moved. We'll let them go. Hold me now, insane in the membrane. That's insane in the brain. Do you laugh or does it cry? Satellite makes a fiery ring.
A few moments later.
All right, so I just got here. The place is already starting to fill up, but I had to definitely come and meet my good friend Tommy from Stacking NYC. I'm going to just have a quick conversation with him, but a lot of you might know him over on Instagram, and if you don't, you're missing out. So let's go talk to Tommy.
Empire Precious Metals, how are you?
Let's go. What's going on, buddy?
It's so good to see you. Welcome to Philly. Welcome to the Philly Coin Expo.
Thank you.
We're here with Lady D today. Happy Saturday with Mooney Tucker.
Mooney Tucker over there.
Instagram gang, well represented here at the Philly Coin Expo, which is nice because it brings the average age down a little bit. With all due respect, we love the old timers, and they've been
Nothing wrong with the old folk.
It's a tremendous part of it, but it's nice to see younger people getting involved and creating an energy level that just brings fresh blood to the industry and hobby.
I'm just going to pan just so people can see it. It's starting to fill up because the doors just opened a little while ago, but I mean, there's a lot of people that will fill in here.
That's right. Silver Beagle 13 has done a great job. Nick, good friend, really bringing energy, and that's what it's all about. Is we need to bring energy to what we do, positive energy.
And Philly needed a coin show.
It did. It did. Now this is actually the first coin show that I've ever been to, so I've come here with no expectations.
Did you bring cash?
I brought some cash.
Cash is king.
I brought cash.
That's right.
Cash is king.
So I definitely brought that, but
Venmo, too.
yeah.
A lot of the young kids like Pops, they take Venmo or Zelle. Right?
He is a young kid,
Young buck.
but
Thank you for stopping by.
absolutely.
We really appreciate it. Go say hello. We got a lot of other social media personalities who are here from YouTube, from Instagram, from Facebook. Say hello.
All right, buddy.
Holler at your boy, Philly Coin Expo.
Just looking at some of the stuff that they've got. I mean, you could pretty much find just about anything at these shows. I mean, there's notes, there's slab stuff, historic stuff. Tucker, do you mind if I look at some of your stuff here, bud? I'm just gonna come around here, pardon me. Look at this, you got quite the selection too. This is all yours over here as well? I mean, there's no shortage of collectible items here. Just look at this. This is what kind of stopped me here, right here. Look at these. It's like almost like grape shot or something. But I was just recently teaching about the Civil War to my students. Those of you that don't know, I'm a 7th grade history teacher, and we were talking about you know, Civil War artillery and grape shot and everything, and so that's kind of what stopped me in my tracks. I was like, oh, look at that. But yeah, but just a lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff. All right. All right, I'm putting you on camera. I'm here with Eric. Eric actually recognized me, and he said he watches the channel. I apologize to him, but thank you so much for taking a moment with me. Eric, I had a question for you. These right here, these copper balls, can you tell me, like, essentially, like, what's the deal with them? Is it that's just all they are, or like, are they used for something, or?
Balls.
Okay.
The smaller ones are $5, the larger ones are $10.
All right.
Off the top of my head, I don't remember the weights on them. I want to think these larger ones are 4 to 5 ounces.
Okay.
I'd have to weigh them to see, but I don't remember.
What would you say you do primarily, like, the most of with your sales? Because I panned across your table. I mean, you've got a lot of stuff here. I saw you have a lot of the gold foil, you know, notes. You've got constitutional stuff over there. You've got slab stuff. Like, what's your biggest seller?
The biggest seller by volume is going to be silver.
Okay.
Gold sometimes, depending on the spot price.
Yeah.
By units, obviously, probably these gold foils.
Okay.
Do the most. Do real well with copper rounds as well.
Yeah.
It just kind of varies from show to show. You get different environments, different customers, and they just like different things.
Is this the first time you've been to this?
First time we've done this show, yes, sir.
And how did you come yesterday? Because I know it's a 2-day show.
Yeah, we were here yesterday.
How was that? Was it good, or
Good,
yeah?
It's a good show.
I'm expecting the turnout to be high, being that it's on Saturday now. But I want to take a look at more of your stuff, and maybe we'll be able to strike up a deal on a couple of things.
Absolutely. Sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So this stopped me dead in my tracks right here. I owned the commemorative gold pieces. This is the Mercury dime right down there. You got the SLQ and the Walking Liberty. I might end up having to buy those. I wasn't planning on it, but you know what? I kind of regret selling them in the first place, so I might end up having to strike up a deal. So we'll see. But yeah, there's quite a lot of things to be had at the coin show for sure.
12 seconds later.
Gorgeous notes. You got the 500 here. The Chief. Now, those of you that watch the channel, some of you have seen I have an ungraded Chief in my studio, but man, these are so nice. Mind if I ask, like, you know, do you get these typically from other dealers? Like, what is it that you're typically, like, how are you sourcing, and not to give away your secrets, but like, you know, some of these pieces are so nice.
Some comes from other dealers, some
Yeah.
comes from the States. It's
Gotcha.
Multiple sources.
Now, have you been a collector and then you got into this as like a side thing, and then you're like, holy crap, I can make money off of it? Like, I'm just curious as to.
Started as a kid, like so many.
Okay.
Did it on my own for decades, and ended up applying here and got hired.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's like, to me, one of the only hobbies that pays. Do you know what I mean? Like,
It is
this
the
is
only hobby that
it's
pays.
if you do it right. I mean, it's the first hobby that I've ever been involved in where I've been able to actually enjoy it and then make money at the same time. I mean, you got some awesome slab pieces here. Look at the toning on this 67 here. I don't know if you might be able to shine the light down this way or something, because it's glaring. But yeah, there you go. Look at this one. That is something special. Thanks so much for letting me take a look at your stuff. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Thanks Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it.
All right, so this is a character. So this is Dave here with Rhino Metals. Dave, how you doing?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Dave Braverman, Rhino Metals.
So tell me,
My beautiful wife.
beautiful wife right
My
there,
first mate, Mike.
Mike. We got Annette, Mike, and Dave. So Dave, very welcoming. What's the coolest thing that you've got here? Tell me what you have.
Should be fun. Wow.
What do you got?
A lot of cool stuff. Ready?
Yeah.
Here we go.
All right, we're coming all the way down here.
Hands down, the single best item, probably in the building.
Oh man, I didn't even get to see this
in
yet.
the building.
I'd have to
So,
agree with
back in the
you.
day, early 1900s.
Yep.
Indian head gold coins, $2.50 each. Is
Yep.
what they issued them at, and it's the full set, including the key date. That one coin is $6 by itself.
Holy
And then
crap.
Yeah, the whole
So
set
no wonder
was-
why this is why you're saying this is the coolest thing
It
here.
definitely is. Everyone that sees it's like, holy shit.
No,
I
you go
can't
for it.
believe
No,
you
you
have
could
it.
say shit. See,
And,
shit. There.
Yeah. So we're
What-
selling, it's for sale for 12 grand. It
Okay.
shoots about 13, 14 grand. We're selling it for 12. But we got so much cool stuff. While we're in this case, check it out.
The chief.
Yeah, the Indian chief and the bison. Just total badassery.
The,
And then who doesn't want one of these?
1,000
Come on,
right
man.
there.
Everybody needs one of these in their house, right?
Yeah, is this free for me?
Absolutely.
Oh my gosh. What do we got
Free
here?
to hold it, sure.
What is it, 36.50? The condition is spectacular
Yeah,
on
it's
that.
weird. So we have fun with these. You know, people like them, and yeah, gold. You know, gold.
So let me ask you then, because I don't want to take too much of your time, but
okay.
how long have you been in the business?
Not that long. 3
No?
years, 4 years. We're professional fishermen.
Oh, okay.
In the wintertime, we sit on our asses and just talk about the next spring that's coming.
Yeah.
Well, we bought some coins 5 years ago, and it just spiraled into a business.
What got you into it?
100 grand in cash. I bought 100 grand worth of cool stuff, and we literally sparked the business off an idea, a whim, a spur of the moment.
But were you into coins and
No.
currency as a kid, or
Never
no?
owned any of it.
So like you could have gone into anything else. Why did you say, let's do coins?
It was just fun, something to do in the wintertime that was profitable. There's an $8,000 Morgan silver dollar, 89 Carson City, graded AU50.
That's-
Is the price on there?
Let me see.
Should say it.
Yes.
$8,000. Isn't that nuts?
It is nuts.
One coin, 8 grand.
So you were here yesterday too,
I
I
was. We
take
had a pretty
it?
good day. It was fun. We sold a lot of merch. And
Look at
people
this.
Just go crazy, man.
You have a really nice selection,
Thank you.
and when you weren't joking, because I only got to meet your wife before I started to walk over this way, and this is something. I've got one, I don't remember which year, but I have one of these slabbed and graded, but the fact that you've got the whole thing
Yeah,
there,
right on. They are great coins.
and then you've got notes over here as well.
All kinds.
What's your, so let me ask you
We
this.
got some cheap silver, $34 a round. Prospectors, come and get them, baby.
So what's your biggest seller?
Today is gold. Yesterday, gold. People want gold.
Yeah.
Quarter ounce, half ounce, 1 ounce.
Yeah,
Gold.
and
And the prices of gold, I mean, if you pay attention, it's nothing but go straight up.
I know. That's one of the things. Now, have you seen, because I've been buying and selling for the last 6 years, and I definitely have seen a shift in the market ever since gold continues to hit its all-time highs. So have you seen a shift as well with your client base, or are they still buying it just as much as they were
I
before?
haven't quite, we're not that dialed in yet.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out, you get these little peaks and valleys.
Yes.
That run up and then a slight sell-off. We'll buy some stuff on that dip.
Yeah.
And then it'll run up again, and then it'll dip. And the smart buyer or the smart seller, like myself, we try to buy on the dips.
Yes.
And then just like stocks, just like anything else that we buy. And sell.
Yeah. And you're based out of Atlantic City, you
Yes,
said.
sir. Check it out, man. I'll save money with this car. Look at this. One side, Rhino Sport Fishing. The other
zoomed in.
side, Rhino Metals.
I'm gonna have to tag you. Are you on Instagram too?
We are, yeah, as individuals, but
Okay.
look around on Facebook.
Check this out, guys. Dave, I really appreciate the time, bud.
Anytime.
And I'll talk to you soon.
Peace.
All right, so I just came across this table here, and we're at Bader Rare Coins, and I saw this here, and you don't see this every day, so we got a deactivated exploding die pack. Look at this thing. Is there any chance you could take that out of the case? That is so cool. Like, you only see this in movies. Look at this thing. That is awesome. I'm like tempted just because I'm intrigued by it. It's totally cool. Yeah, again, you don't really see anything like that very often. So I guess this just came into your business one day and this morning. Okay. And so they just, hey, what do you want for this? And that is pretty awesome. All right, now this is pretty cool. I came across this. I mean, it looks like all like either sunken treasure, and you got some ancients here. But what stopped me right here, so I'm talking with Leo here. Now, Leo, talk to me about these. What do we got here?
Yeah, so my name's Leo. My company is Handheld History there. I do auctions on Whatnot and everything.
Okay.
And, my big thing about becoming a dealer a year ago was to have a museum that people could walk home with.
Nice.
Handheld items that are large and hand size and
Right.
significant and everything. And my wife, she loves fossils and she's really into shark's teeth. So we've got some Mako shark's teeth here, some megalodon teeth, the bigger ones. And what's very interesting is that most people think that this is the front of the tooth. This, the flat side, is actually the front of the shark's tooth.
Right here?
Yeah.
Now this is a megalodon tooth?
This is a megalodon.
Was this like polished or something? Why is
this
it so?
This one was polished.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's more desirable if that gray is still preserved on the tooth. So like if this was still gray like this, this would be worth a lot more money.
This would be worth a lot more if it was like that.
Yeah. So these teeth here, so not this one, but the rest of them were from an old friend of mine who recently retired.
Okay.
And he walked the shores of North Carolina for the last 40 years. He'd wake up every day, go for a walk, and he had an eye for finding these things. So he was very kind to sell me part of his collection.
Is this a megalodon tooth?
This is a megalodon tooth.
May I ask you the pricing on?
So this one I'm selling for $300.
Okay.
And this one is $150.
150.
Yeah.
Are these the? And then what are these teeth? Are those megalodons too, or?
Okay, let me see. If it doesn't say Mako, it's a megalodon.
And this is Justinian the First.
So those are both megalodons.
Yeah.
So what are those? 45 and 45.
45. Yep.
My gosh.
Yeah.
These are pretty awesome. I'm most likely going to end up buying. I'll probably end up going with these.
Okay.
Because I feel like I have two boys, and if I end up like one of them gets this one, they're gonna fight. You know, why does he get the bigger one?
That is true.
So if you want to take these two out, I'll take those.
All right, wonderful. We'll get those wrapped up for you.
Awesome. And I'll tell everybody, check out Leo over on Whatnot. And I appreciate your time, bud.
Thank you so much.
3 hours later.
Without any further ado, I ended up bringing this massive backpack. I brought a ton of swag that I was going to give away to people. I've got my vendor badge, even though I wasn't selling, but they treated me like a VIP, which was nice. I had my box of swag. Let's get that to the side. And let me get the items that I purchased. Now, again, I didn't really purchase a ton of stuff. I purchased a few things that I know I was going to be able to sell on the channel. And then after I show you guys the stuff that I picked up, I do want to talk to you about some of the things that I learned, because some of you who may never have gone to a coin show, this might help you out. And this also might be really good for those of you that are veterans and maybe to see things through a different lens. So let me just get the stuff out here while I can. Oh, and we're going to do some giveaways, by the way. Those of you that made it this far into the video, we're going to do some giveaways associated with this video. Haven't quite decided how I'm going to do that. You know what? Maybe I will do this. In the comments below, I want you to say, first coin show ever. First coin show ever. I need to write this down myself because I'm going to forget. And then everybody's going to be commenting in my comment section, first coin show ever, and I'm not going to know what the hell they're talking about. So this is what you're going to write down. First coin show ever. But you need to not be, how do I want to say this, obvious with your comment. just say something along the lines of like, congrats on your first coin show ever, or man, I'm still waiting to go to my first coin show ever, something along those lines. You don't want other people to know what it is that you are doing, because believe me, there's going to be people that will see exactly what it is that you are saying and doing on there, and they're just going to not watch the video, and they're going to ride on your coattails, and you're going to have less of a chance to win some silver. All right. I think, is that it? No, I know I got more. Hang on. There we go. All right. So here's what I got. Now, I went to the show with some cash. I went down with $5,000. I don't know how much I spent. Really good business model to follow there. But just so you know, when it comes to the giveaway, when you type in first coin show ever in the comments below, I will have a post on my community tab saying which live stream I will be drawing the winners. And if you are drawn, your name is drawn, and you're not in attendance at the live stream, you're going to be ineligible. And I'm going to do it 3 times, 3 different people. And if people aren't there to claim the prizes, I'm just going to give it away to the people that are within the stream. But the Philly Coin Expo, they gave me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They gave me 5 silver buffalo rounds to give away as a thank you for attending their show and promoting their event. I'm going to give those away to you guys. So 5 lucky winners. So last time I'm saying it, first coin show ever. Don't be obvious. Type it in the comments below, and then stay tuned for the YouTube community post telling you which live stream that you need to be in attendance in order to get your name drawn from the comments below. All right. Now, without any further ado, what did I buy? Nothing too crazy. I'll work my way up from the not too crazy stuff to the cooler items. All right, so the first thing I got, just a few Morgan dollars. Nothing too crazy, just a few Morgan dollars that were in really nice condition that I am going to be able to flip on the channel. Now, these Morgan dollars, these are actually really, really nice. What's the date? 1896. I don't know the mint. I haven't checked the mint mark, but just a really nice coin. And this one as well. I picked this one up because of the toning. It might be hard to see in this lighting, but the toning on this was subtle but beautiful. This is in 1896 as well. Just really nice coins. That being said, I picked these up. I was intrigued, and I talked about this in the past. I'm probably going to keep one for myself. This is, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, but this is the proof 1 gram, just about a gram, gold Morgan dollar coin. This is something that I was intrigued with because I had said before on the channel, they need to make 1 ounce gold commemorative Morgan and Peace dollars, and they haven't. And I saw these, and I was like, holy crap, I need to pick those up. So these are 1 gram, just about 1 gram of 24 karat gold. These are from the Cook Islands. Really, really nice. I was able to actually get a little bit of a better deal because I bought all of them from this particular vendor. So I got 5 of these. I'm going to keep one, I think, in my stack just because the fractional, I've been collecting more of it, especially with the prices of gold being what they are today. So I picked up 5 of these. Now, getting to this. Now, this to me, I thought was very cool. You saw the gentleman in the video before when I purchased the Megalodon teeth. I picked these up for my sons because, you know, I mean, who doesn't think these are awesome? Look at these Megalodon teeth. Very, very cool. Are they serrated? A little bit, lightly serrated, but just really awesome pieces. So I'm going to give these to my boys when I see them in just a little bit. I told them I had to record some videos, and they're out getting ice cream with my wife. All right, now hopping over to something else. Some of you that are familiar with the channel know that I am a history teacher. The time period in which I teach 7th grade social studies. I teach from the Constitution, well, after the Constitution, actually, around like 1787-ish, up until 1877, the end of the Reconstruction era. One of the big units that I focus on is the Civil War. And so what I like to do is pick up currency during that time period, during the Civil War. And so I have a bunch of notes already, but here's what I picked up. I needed a 1 And so I got this $1 Confederate note that is, in worn condition. But again, I'm using this to give to my students to see. I'm not really collecting these for myself. I want my students to be able to actually hold physical artifacts from the time period in which we are learning. So that is the first pickup for notes. And man, there were so many notes. Next time I go to a coin show, I'm going to bring more money, and I'm probably going to start collecting notes. It's a slippery slope. But picked up this $1 note, and then I picked up a $2 note, which is rare. The $2 notes are rare. This one's got a hole in it. But again, you know what? I'm not looking too closely at the condition of these. I'm not too concerned, just looking for specimens to pass around. Then I got a 5. Honestly, I can't remember if I already had a 5 or not. This one has got a bunch of slashes. You can kind of see, I don't know if you can, but I can. Bunch of rips through it. But cool nonetheless. And then I picked up this 10. Now I'm thinking about it. I may have needed a 20. All right, I'll email these dealers. I picked up all their cards, but I got a 10. And then this was the cool thing. I've never seen notes from the Union, the United States, federal notes. And this gentleman had a lot of stuff, and I was able to get this. This is the first United States note, because back then, all the different states were still printing their own money. They all had different currency. So this is the first federal note that was printed by the United States. This is a $1. I just thought that this was awesome. And, even though it's got these holes and everything, one in like good condition, complete without like these little holes and rips, $750. Listen, my students don't care if it's in mint condition or not, so I'm just getting these pieces to pass around. So I picked up those gold coins, picked up those Morgan dollars, and I got some currency, the Megalodon teeth. That is what I got. So what did I learn from the Coin Expo? First things first. If you are going to look at items, I'm going to tell you from two different perspectives, from somebody that's shopping around and somebody that is looking to record content. When you are looking to touch their items, whether it be if you're going to record stuff, because I was walking around with a selfie stick, or if you're just looking to purchase items, be polite. These are their items. Ask for permission. If I wanted to put something down on their display cases, I asked. If I wanted to record anything, I asked. I introduced myself. I told them I had a YouTube channel and I was just looking for footage of the table. I didn't need to actually record them. Some of them were fine with it. Some of them were fine with being on camera, and others didn't want any part of it, which was totally fine as well. I still ended up doing business with some of them. No harm, no foul. I respect anybody that did not want to be on the channel. But I just was very respectful and asked for permission, just very polite, etc. When it came time to actually making a deal, oftentimes the people that were selling to me would make the offer before I even asked them, is this the best thing that you can do? I would say just wait before you make any offers or ask them, can they come down a little bit more? They might offer you a price that is even better than what you had thought. So I'm just throwing a number out there, and this doesn't pertain to any of the pieces or transactions that I did, but let's say you had in mind, there was a $120 piece there and you wanted it for $100. And you go to them, I'm interested in this. Depending on how aggressive they are, they may say to you, look, I'm really looking to sell this piece. I could give it to you for 95. Meanwhile, I could have been thinking, I'll take it for 100. Let them make the first offer. Then if they offer you $95, or if they say, I'm eager to sell or what have you, maybe you could come down even a little bit more. Say, you know what, how about 90? You could feel them out, but let them make the first offer. If they don't, if they say, this is the price is on the back, and if you're not gauging or seeing that they're going to make any adjustments to the price, that's when you could say, listen, any chance you could do a little bit better on this particular price? If they say no, you can always say, well, you know what? Honestly, I'm also interested in that piece over there too. If I were to pick both pieces up, how about them? So, work like that. That might be your best bet. but don't be too aggressive in haggling. I didn't really see too much of that. It seemed like everybody was courteous with one another, pleasant with one another. You know, you don't want to beat these guys up too much. And the one thing I did pick up on, I wasn't there. There's a 2-day event. I wasn't there for the first day, but a lot of the dealers did say that they had tremendous success the first day. Second day was a little bit less traffic, and you might be able to get better deals. There's two pros and cons here. You might be able to get better deals on the second day because these guys, they're traveling, they're looking to pack it up, and they want to make any of their final sales. And so you might be able to get better deals then, which is what I was able to sense with some of the dealers. On the flip side, you might be able to get better selection on the first day. So you got to keep that in mind. Some of these coin shows are multi-day events, so you do want to keep that in mind when you're going to these events. I would also say make sure you have cash on you. Don't waste anybody's time. I would say be careful in the amount of questions you're asking somebody. Make sure you actually buy from them. So if you're going to ask somebody a million questions, don't waste their time and then just say, okay, thanks, and walk away. It's totally your right. But some of the people, honestly, and one guy in particular, and I doubt he's going to be watching the video, I asked him if he wanted me or if I could record his table. And he said, no, that's okay. I said, I have a decent sized YouTube channel with a decent reach. And he said, that's great. He didn't care. But I did ask him a whole bunch of questions on his currency. And because I spent a lot of his time learning from him, that's why I bought these items. So you know who you are if you're watching this. I might even email you. I doubt I actually have your, is this your receipt? Is this you? This is you. I might even, oh no, maybe this isn't you. I don't know. Either way, I did end up buying items from the guy because I spent a lot of time with him. What else? What else? I'm trying to think about other things. I didn't go from a seller's perspective. I don't know if I have any plans on doing that. I don't want to necessarily commit to an entire day. I don't want to have to bring the entire tables and trays and everything. I think for me, even though I am a precious metals dealer, I still feel better selling on YouTube electronically and on Instagram. It's just kind of what I've so accustomed to doing. Also, very important, another thing I just thought of, when you're at these coin shows, pick up business cards and give your business cards out. I got a whole bunch. I'm going to email all of these fine people after I record this video, tell them it was great meeting them, stay in touch, etc. Just because, you know, it was a lot of fun and you make some good contacts and you never know what friendships and relationships you're going to make. So when I went into this, I had no expectations. Honestly, I thought that maybe I would have found it to be fun just because I was meeting a couple of my friends. But other than that, I wasn't expecting too much. I ended up having a blast. I had a lot of people come up to me that recognized me, said that they were fans of the channel. All of you who I did meet, thank you. That was awesome. I think I've said this before. It's more exciting for me to meet you guys than it is for you guys to meet me. I assure you, if any of you saw my interactions with the people at the coin show, you would know that this is true. I get so excited to meet you guys. Some people were actually nervous to meet me. I'm very approachable. One of my subscribers and customers came over, met them for the first time. They shook my hand. I just brought them in for a hug. So guys, I will probably go to some more of these coin shows because I really did have a really good time. Do me a favor too, if you can. I'm going to put a link in the description. Follow Philly Coin Expo on Instagram if you can. Again, don't forget about the giveaway on these silver rounds, which I will be posting which live stream for you to go into to get your name drawn. But you got to make sure you put the phrase in the comments down below. Anyway, guys, let me know in the comments below, what were some of your greatest moments at coin shows? What were some of your worst? And, you know, if I think of anything else, because, you know, it was just a lot of fun. If I think of anything else along the way, then, you know, I'll save it for another video. But in a nutshell, that was my experience. Great time. And I'm going to definitely do it again. I think the next one, if any of you are near Parsippany, New Jersey, that's another big show. I might go to that one next. So anyhow, guys, drop me a comment. Make sure, again, you subscribe. If you thought this video was useful, hit that like button. I'll see you guys on the next one.